Hi everybody, so this idea came to me when I was looking at just random stuff on Pinterest as you do, and I came across a meme comparing Rapunzel from Barbie with Disney's Tangled Rapunzel, and I'm like, okay, the dresses aren't super similar, but there is a similarity there, duh. And on top of that, they both have reptile pets, which I can let slide, but they both paint, and that's where I'm not a fan. I'm still a fan of the movie, but they could have given her literally any art form to work with because it doesn't really play into the plot like Barbie's paintbrush does in her Rapunzel movie. It's like the art itself at the end. It's like, oh, what I've drawn is subconsciously the clue to where I've come from or whatever, I think, if I remember right. And on top of the whole Barbie thing, I just always have hated the Tangled dress. The color for one thing looks too artificial. In some parts of the movie it's just that line between pink and purple and it's just that magenta sort of vibe that I hate. And also it just looks really shiny. I think they were going for a silk sort of vibe, but it comes off as really kind of cheap costumey fabric to me. It also doesn't really make sense to me that yeah, it's a movie whatever, but compared to Gothel, she's her fabric on her dress is very not as shiny, and I feel like if she was gonna buy some fancy fabric, she would use it on herself and not this girl that she's just using for her hair. Another thing I hate is that the dress just looks too small for her. It's kind of short, if I remember correctly, the bottom. The sleeves, they're just kind of there, which I guess could be a thing, but I feel like if you're gonna go for a half sleeve, you should commit to it, just go to the elbow. I don't know, it looks like the sleeves are too short for her, and it also looks like the bodice on her corset thing is I don't know, there's, maybe I'm just nitpicking, but it feels like the gap in the middle is too wide, so it's kind of reads as too small for her, which could, also the poofy sleeves, they just look tiny, I don't like that. It could just be that oh, she's been wearing the same dress for years, maybe, I don't know, but I don't know if that's ever said explicitly in the movie, but even if it was, to me, this is just my opinion, remember, but the first thing, most important in a Disney princess movie is just looking good. The outfit has to be pretty. So I was looking through concept art, and this one is just so beautiful. The colors look distinct; they don't blend together like how the pink and purple kind of do in the actual final cut. And the painting is just gorgeous. Also, my sister pointed out that it kind of looks like this maid outfit in the series, which is, I don't know, it's just kind of cool. So I took these photos for inspiration as well, these concept arts. And so I figured it would be nice if she had two different dresses, one in the castle and one when she leaves. So I just circled these ones. Those are the ones I'm kind of heavily referencing when making this just her everyday wear. Um, yeah, so I kind of went with off the shoulder and the corset duck because I feel all the peasant outfits in Disney have some kind of corset situation that's different from the sleeves. Like Cinderella, it's not a corset, but it's a overshirt or something. I don't know. Like, yeah, it's just a theme I think with a lot of Disney princesses. So I thought that would be nice to have more than one dress because not only does she have a kind of mediocre looking dress, she only has the one, and I'm salty about it. Because I do love this movie, it's really good, but just the dress, I don't like it very much. Also, I'm just tracing these little cartoons because these aren't going to be my final drawing. I'm not claiming these as my own or anything. I'm just lazy in the sketching process, I guess. um, so yeah, I wanted to kind of take the colors from the maid outfit kind of thing. Spoiler alert, I did kind of change it back to a kind of cooler purple in the end. Yeah, oh, I did that earlier, okay. Just because, or no, I did make it warmer even after that, just a little bit, because I felt like it wasn't reading as summery. And so, yeah, so I did the casual outfit, or the everyday outfit with a bright greenish skirt, because some of the concept art also had green outfits, and in the series she does wear a couple of a green outfit and a blue nightgown or something, so I thought a bluish greenish would be nice. I'm probably contradicting myself by doing that because I don't know if that was a super natural type of color they had whenever the story was written to begin with. Not that I want to be super accurate or anything, but I just feel the purple was just too much, that pinky purple. Yeah, again, not a fan. I don't like it. So yeah, maybe I'm just a total hypocrite, but I don't know, man. I'm just putting that out there, I guess. This is all just for fun and stuff, I guess. So for the fancy dress, I kind of basically went with the basic shapes and everything. I just made the poofy part poofier, the sleeves longer. I gave her the curtain sort of skirt around the other layer. I don't know what that's called. But yeah, that's what her skirt looks like throughout the movie, even though in this cartoon picture I'm copying it doesn't do that. But yeah. Yeah, I made the secondary color gold instead of pink and also made the trim a light goldish color. I also wanted to experiment with making her hair a more dirty blonde rather than gold blonde because I didn't want her to look too similar to Cinderella or Sleeping Beauty, but I also considered white blonde because of this concept art again, but then I thought it might look too much like Elsa. I also thought the golden, like, magic glow would pop more if her hair was just otherwise kind of darker. Anyway, so in painting and stuff, I kind of went for, like, at first with the peasant dress, I went for this part, I think in the beginning of the movie. I honestly don't even know when because I was just looking up images. Like, I didn't take this directly from, like, watching the movie myself or anything. So I'm pretty sure it's when she first meets Eugene and whacks him with a pan. Again, I don't know for sure. So yeah, I just kind of, like, first of all, the sketch, just sketched the dress on, and then from there, like, kind of painted around, like, the kind of rough edges where it would kind of blend into the dress. Just kind of smoothed the skin out, kind of covered the purple dress a bit. Yeah, you just, like, color pick the colors right off the image, you know. Shading the arms was really fun, actually. I thought they turned out really well. Fabric, not so much, because there's a lot of texture, but I felt like I was really proud of how I'd, like, painted the skin and stuff, because, like, skin is always super smooth in Disney movies. I kind of considered also, like, changing her face a little, because, like, at the time it came out, it wasn't a big deal, but, like, this combined with, like, two princesses in Frozen, it's kind of, like, same facey. I mean, they definitely have distinctions between Tangled and Frozen, but, like, it's still very, like, huge eyes and stuff, you know? Honestly, I wish there was more, like, Shrek kind of, like, human faces, you know? Like Fiona in the first movie. Like, she looks like a human, but also, like, you know? I don't know, I'm getting off track. Like, she's not super realistic, but she is a little realistic, so it's like, eh. Yeah, anyway, this isn't about Shrek. Go away. So yeah, I just started out by, like, blocking in, like, the color shapes, basically, before shading them in. Yeah, because my brushes, bleh. I don't have very many of them in digital painting and stuff. Like, I just use this app. I don't know how to import other brushes because I'm just using an iPad, you know how it is. So I don't, like, paint directly on. I just kind of, like, roughen the shapes and then kind of smudge them around, you know. So yeah, the knot on this, like, I kind of wanted it to be like a scarf just kind of tied around. Maybe, like, her sleeves are off the shoulder and this part is just kind of around. I don't know the technicalities of it. I've never seen fabric in my life, as you can tell. No, but yeah, just this whole situation was hard. I don't know how knots work. I probably should have used a reference image because I don't know, I'm an idiot. Yeah. So the knot doesn't look too great, but I think everything else turned out, like, all right. Like, obviously it's not going to look as highly rendered as, like, a literal 3D animation thing, but, like, for my own standards of painting, I think it's pretty okay. Yeah, so honestly, I couldn't decide whether to, like, lean more green or blue, because, like, right in between just looked weird. I didn't like it very much. Again, it looked, like, kind of artificial, so I'm like, I don't know. I kind of went a little more green in the end, especially with the skirt. I wanted because compared to this dress, Pascal looks really green, the little lizard man. Lizard boy. I don't know why I said lizard man. Um, what was I saying? Oh yeah, yeah, the dress was kind of blue compared to him, so I kind of wanted to lean a little more green, especially in the skirt, just kind of, like, balance it all out. Like, there's a little green at the top, a little green at the bottom, you know, it just kind of looks a little cohesive, I guess, at least more than just, like, just the one tone of, like, just straight blue, you know? I also find it weird that, like, I mean, not super weird, but, like, so many of, like, the peasant dresses are, like, really cool toned, like Snow White's, it's, like, a cool purple. I mean, was it a warm purple or a cool purple? There were definitely some cool, like, patches, like, of turquoise and stuff in her skirt, so I don't know, it was kind of cool. But then, like, Cinderella also, like, blue and brown, and, like, Ariel, she's got, like, the blue dress, and Sleeping Beauty has, like, the grayish blue dress. Anyway, so I tried to take, for the actual pretty dress, I tried to take some screen caps from later in the movie, but they just weren't working out, so I went with this poster instead. And again, just doing the same thing, sketching and then kind of roughing out the, like, arms and stuff, you know. Anyway, yeah, Belle also has a blue peasant dress, you know. I feel like Tiana's, like, the only one who has, like, a she's got, like, a yellow work uniform or whatever. She also has a blue one too, though, doesn't she? Why is it all blue? Disney, explain. Um, so yeah, I guess I'm also a culprit because I designed her a blue dress for the peasant time. Yeah, so the lighting in this was really fun. I kind of struggled, but I really liked how it's, like, light on, like, the side of her, like, torso and, like, skirt and everything. It's really cool. Yeah, I don't really know what to say about this one because, I mean, the painting process is the same. It's just a different picture and a different dress. The sleeve was kind of difficult, though. I kind of like just breezed through this, not like as in like it was easy, but like I just kind of zoned out because I was watching a movie. I watched The Craft for the first time. It was hella cool. I'm scared to watch the sequel thing that just came out recently, like a year or two ago. I don't know. What is time? I don't know. I don't think I'll be watching it. The original movie is just cool on its own. I like it. Anyway, back to Rapunzel. Um, I feel like there should be more Disney princess series like that, you know, like Tangled the series, because I love Tangled. It really expands on the kingdom and the universe and everything so well, and the characters are so fun. Um, I've actually been considering like doing a video of like designing like kind of like a concept for that, but with older Disney princesses. I think that would be so fun. Also, I should mention I specified that I wanted to like draw her like a later scene in this dress because she doesn't really have much of an opportunity to change outfits, which I guess is why she only has the one in the movie. But I think if she was going to, it would be like when she goes to the light festival, like when they're like dancing in the square or whatever during the day before the actual lanterns come out. I feel like that would be a good time to like get her a new dress and stuff, make her all pretty. Um, yeah. Also, I mentioned that I didn't want her hair to be like blonde because Aurora and Cinderella already have blonde hair, and like in their movies, they're different, but like in the Disney princess lineup, I'm thinking like they all look very samey, like it's all just the same kind of gold blonde. But like, yeah. Honestly, I kind of want to like draw my own princess lineup, like with the Disney princesses, just like changing their outfits to make them like more movie accurate, I guess. I feel like that's been done. Yeah, I've definitely seen it done, but I still want to do it my way because I can. Dude, I have so many Disney princess ideas. Like, I'm actually working on a separate one right now. Spoiler alert, but I'm not gonna spoil what it is. Anyway, back to this whole situation. Yeah, I'm just like cleaning up the stuff and adding more highlights, you know? I'm still not sure what else to say about it because I think I went over the whole painting process pretty simply in the first outfit, but here we are. I feel like it looks a little cool toned, which is whatever. Because the lighting is very warm here. The scene is iconic, and that's also why I didn't want to like stray too far from the purple because like the purple does look nice in the warm lighting. It's just like too artificial looking in my opinion. Yeah, we've been over this. um, so yeah, also I definitely wanted to replace the pink with gold because like more gold, more summery, you know. And the pink was also very like bright, artificial, you know. Like I think purple is a little more realistic. Am I just bullshitting this? Yeah. I don't know shit about like historical dyes or anything, but I'm pretty sure I've heard that pink isn't like much of a thing. At least in like medieval times or something. I have no idea. But it's just a feeling in my heart, bro. I that's reliable, right? No, but yeah. So I made the ruffles a little smaller and just like yeah, because I made them big to begin with, but they should be like the same size as they are in the movie. And yeah, shading the gold parts was really fun. I always find it like so hard to get that good like gold color and not just make it look like bright yellow and that's it. Like especially when you shade it, it comes across better. Especially when you like use browns and stuff to shade. So yeah, that's a cool art tip that most of y'all probably already know. Yeah, I do like the design like on her skirt, so I'm kind of trying to mimic that, just like in a less cool way. So yeah, just changing her hair, and here are the finished products. Hooray! I actually considered changing her eye color. Um, I guess I wanted like a kind of goldish brown color for her eyes, but like I don't know. I didn't want to take away the green eye representation because I think she's the only Disney princess with green eyes. I just thought the like a goldish brown color would look nice in like the lanterns and the light and everything. But you know, the green is cool too, and it looks nice with this dress I designed, I think. So yeah. Um, there she is on the boat. They're vibing. Why is the horse in the boat? Is he in the boat? I just kind of noticed that. I mean, I knew he was there the whole time, but like, what is he doing in this scene? Posters are weird. So yeah, I like how this dress turned out. I could have changed, like, edited it to be a little warmer in the light, but I think it all turned out pretty okay. So yeah, bye.